These are just one of those videos that I make, and I know it's not gonna sit in well with a few people or with most people. But it's just a concept that I had, and that the eye and what we hear and what we speak really are actually the gateways to our soul, especially the eyes, the things that we see. And I was just listening to, I was looking at the lineup of the latest Kenyan music. Well, admittedly, we've got talent. We have amazing upcoming talents. But the biggest question is that I always ask myself, do we always have to have music that has profanity in it? I mean, we got amazing talents, and especially I'm looking at the teenagers, or the young guys that are coming up, and they're gifted in whatever they do. But then when you listen to most of this music, it's got sexual content, it's got profanity in it. And well, we keep on talking about PG ratings. Like, we have a choice. We can put PG ratings on the songs. But I realize, even as adults, we are ending up listening to this music. And things that would have sounded such profanity to us are just becoming a normal thing. Like, it just becomes like, we can listen to this and it sounds okay. I mean, do we really have to come up with music that has profanity in it? I believe we can sing about a woman without exposing her body, without showing, without her freaking all her waist and stuff like that. We can talk about love in a sweet kind of way. It doesn't have to be like, not like that, but we can still do it. And I'm not saying that we sing about trees. I mean, there's nothing wrong about singing about trees. We can sing about the normal things in life, but without putting profanity in it. You see, these wordings, this how we make this thing normal to us. Like, we can just speak and, we'll say, oh, well, but people are doing it somewhere else. But we are not somewhere else. We are Kenyans. We are Kenyans. We are a nation built in the fear of God. And and I don't know. And I know this won't sit right with a lot of people, but I feel like we should stand for this. I mean, not break down the talents and say, oh, you guys are doing a bad job and stuff like that. But, just have those talents get together and, sing something that has beauty in it. And it is possible. I've been listening to, let me give an example. No, if I give an example, it won't appear really right. But anyway, we've got great music. We've got great talent. We don't have to talk about sex. We don't have to talk about sex that involves sijui kuja, nikushike, sijui nikufanya nini, apana. It doesn't have to be like that. I mean, because even we'll say, okay, we'll put PG-18s, kids can't listen to this, but then as adults we're listening to it. Yes, we have a choice. They always say we have a choice. But sometimes those choices are just forced down through your throat. Because you're listening to radio, you're listening to that. You listen to, and the beats are so catchy. Oh, the producers are just awesome people. They're really coming up with catchy beats. But then we have to be really careful with the lyrics. I like a reggae song that just came out the other day. I can't remember. And somebody was asking, okay, you guys, mnalamba nini? Mnanyonya nini? When you really think about it, exactly, what are we doing? What are we doing? And what really amazes me, or what really shocks me? These are just young people. I remember in my time, at that age, if I said that, my mom would have killed the hell out of me. Or rather, I don't know whether the society really changed, but those times, you just couldn't go like that. You couldn't go like, oh! It's not that we didn't know those things. We had those words. Those words existed. Only these days is a more kind of modified kind of language. But anyway, the bottom line is we just have to be careful. I mean, what we see, what we hear, that's just our gateway to our soul. And yes, as a God-fearing nation, and don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing those talents. I keep on saying that. As a God-fearing nation, we need to check on that. We really need to check on that. And when God gives you a gift, because for these kids, it's God who's giving you that gift to be able to make music. It's not for everybody. You're making wonderful music, but just do it right. Do it right. Remember the one who gives you, and just do it right for him. I'm not saying that we sing gospel music, no. I'm not saying that, we sing about trees and birds, no. But if you want, it's still good. I'm saying, make music that will develop somebody's soul. You could still talk about love in a beautiful kind of way. You can still talk about a woman in a beautiful kind of way. You can still talk about family life in a beautiful kind of way. You can still talk about whatever you want to talk about in a beautiful kind of way without using profanity in it. Yes, profanity sounds catchy because everybody's listening to it, but it's us as a society that have made it look right. And it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. We are a nation that is fearful of God. It doesn't matter what we go through as a nation, the divisions that we have, the politics, the madness and all that. At the end of the day, Kenyans as we are, we're still a nation that is fearful of God. We haven't gotten to those levels of just throwing our hands at God and saying, you know what? No, we haven't gotten to that point. Not just yet. And may God protect our nation. May God protect our people. May God protect our talents. And may they continue to soar so high. But may they just do it right. And play Kenyan music. All praise and all glory to God. May He facilitate our affairs towards comfort in His, in every single way and in accordance to His will and plan for us. All praise and all glory to God.